Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech, and welcome to the Cobalt Club. Notice my helmet is open. Yes, that's true, because we have oxygen. You can see it right there on the bar. O2 high. I'm excited. It took forever to find that leak. Turned out it was right up in this corner here. There was just a couple of blocks missing, and in my flying around in spectator mode, I just couldn't see them. And then I proceeded to make it not airtight again by grinding off bits on the outside and then make it airtight again, and went back and forth. And it was lots of boring, but we figured it out. And just to make sure that if there is a leak, we refill very quickly. You can see all those vents back there. That's right. So let's go take a look. So you can also see that I changed kind of some of the stuff around here. I put up some little guardrails. And over here, this is kind of our maintenance area. I tried to make it look nice. And if we slip down this stairway or right to the left here, a little bit of lag too, but it's good. And then here we are in the maintenance area, and we can also overlook the party or whatever's happening down there. And I actually found a use for vents. I don't think I've ever used vents as vents until this very moment. And there you go. Anyway, so all of these vents, okay, air vents, and these are technically vertical windows, because originally in Space Engineers they didn't have windows. All they had were these things. So whatever you want to call them, there you go. These guys can refill the whole of the Cobalt Club and the hallway leading to the Cobalt Club in a matter of seconds. It's awesome. That hallway there, it's a lot of space. And I'm happy that it works well. And you can see I also have a light in here. I put in an extreme interior light right there and kind of set the settings to kind of give a nice feel. But we're going to play more with lights later. As a matter of fact, we're going to do more on the Cobalt Club later because we have other things to work on. I really want to nail down the teleporting system in our base. It's okay. It's not great. Okay. And these, but that's... So I spent a lot of time in this general area between the screens and my little cryo chamber around the corner here that I'll hop in and refuel. And of course I respawn here and all that kind of thing. So what I want to add to this area is a teleporting kind of center. We're going to leave the one down in the observation deck for getting to this planet's surface, but we're going to put some small teleporters here. And one of these days, I'm going to learn to call it a transporter. That's what it actually is. Oh, well. So I'm thinking if we kind of put like one, we can put, lag again. Okay. We can put one there, and then we can do, yeah, I'll do like this. Like that. And like that. And you might be wondering why I'm putting in 4 of these all in the same place. I'm going to have one that's basically an incoming. So that's its job will just be to bring me from wherever I am to here. And these guys, what are the small, what is the range on the small ones? I'm trying to remember. Okay, this is interesting. I just looked it up, and I just had always assumed that a transporter could not actually transport the small one couldn't transport us to the surface. But I just looked it up, and I think it can. I think it actually can. Ha! I don't need to use large transporters at all. Oh. Well, what happened here? Just kind of fell. Huh. Things are falling apart down here. That's okay. Yeah, apparently the small transporters are all I need. I don't need a large transporter at all anywhere. Huh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm kind of curious to see if that large cargo container landed anywhere close by. Well, here we go. So here's some nickel. Whoops. Decided to pick it up. And over here is a chunk of iron. And over here is a big hole. So I'm going to guess that this is where the cargo container landed. That's kind of funny. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave this large one down here. So yeah, according to the documentation, the small ones can go 60 kilometers and the surface of the planet's only 42 kilometers away, so that's not a problem. And the large ones can do 120 kilometers. So we don't even need large ones. That's awesome. Okay, anyway. Back to my original plan. I'm going to have one of these guys set up as incoming, so it will bring me here. And then each one of these can have 4 or 5. How many profiles do they have? Each one of these has 4 profiles, numbered 0 through 3, and they can send me to various other places in the base. So I should be able to pretty easily get from anywhere I can place a button to here without a problem. And I had an excellent suggestion for a way to teleport back. Oh, and I didn't explain in the last episode. I said that I can teleport out, but I can't teleport back, but I didn't explain why. And the reason I can't is because my suit's range for antenna is only 250 meters. So if I'm farther than 250 meters away, I can't get into the system to be able to trigger a teleport. However, somebody in the comments figured that out, and they suggested, I'll show you the comment right up there, that to set up a timer to give me like 20 seconds or however long I need to at least press the button. And then it'll just pull me back automatically. So I'll have 20 seconds out there and then I can come back. What a fabulous idea. So I'm going to do that. So first, let's put a timer right here. And I know I've got all those timers over in the server core, but I kind of want... Okay, come on. Yeah, that'll work. But I kind of want this timer to be right here so I know exactly where it is. There's going to be times where I need to modify it, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Not to mention, it kind of looks good there, doesn't it? I think it does. All right, so this is going to be TB teleport return. And I could see how this could very easily be the kind of thing that I want to use, not just for grabbing those unknown signals, but for really bringing myself back from anywhere. So I'm going to set this up for, I think, let's do 30 seconds. And then let's pick, I'm thinking this guy right here is going to be my recall transport pad. Profile 0 will be set from Epictetus. And that's all I need. So we'll set up our actions to trigger profile 0. And then we're going to need a button panel. I guess we can set it right next to this recall one. Let's do that. TB teleporter return, start. So now we should be able to hit that button, and then we've got 30 seconds to do whatever we want. So actually, I'll even use this guy to put me down in the observation area. And then I've got a little bit of time to hang out and look at stuff. Do. And then, yeah, just long enough to get something done. And I'm back. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So the next time one of those unknown signals pops up, I'll be able to run right over here. And then I'll have profile 0 set up to only show GPS. And whenever an unknown signal appears, it actually shows up as a new number down at the bottom of GPS. Unfortunately, I don't know of any way to automatically select that one. I'll have to actually go into the control panel and select that one. Now, my next question, and I've been thinking about this for a while, is do I have to be standing in that transporter for that to work? So if I come over here and I use this control panel and go find transporter pad single 3, and I hit to Ice Lake. Hang on, I want to be able to come back, though. So I'm going to hit that button. And then let's find transporter pad 3 is set to go to Ice Lake. If I hit teleport... No, okay. I have to be actually inside of a teleporter to do a to teleportation as opposed to a from teleportation. Anyway, okay. Okay, that works out okay. Oh, yep. Oh, neat. It's actually got... I've never teleported where I could see it. It's actually going to put me there. I guess I was too close to it. Okay, whatever. So we'll have fun the next time that unknown signal appears. We'll play with that. So I already have a button for bringing me back to the observation teleporter pad, but that's not the one that I actually want to use from now on. I want recall. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Recall 0. That'll bring me back there. And this is going to be my GPS point for where I want to come to when I'm coming to the Cobalt Club. And we're going to call all of these TP just so that we know that they're a teleporter target. There we go. And then this should bring me back into that room. So each one of these can have 4 targets. So if I have this one sending me to the Cobalt Club, then I need a button to trigger that when I don't want to have to go into the control panel, choose my profile. Actually, I'll go ahead and do this. Cobalt Club. And we'll do 2 TP Cobalt Club. I don't want to have to use the control panel and hit teleport. I want a button. But I need to be standing inside of this in order to do that. So I'm going to have to put a button panel somewhere that I can access it. Something like that. Or I can do the small grid thing and have buttons kind of floating down in front. Let's try that. That would have to be rotor 3. We'll call it TP room rotor. Why not? That works. Oops. And we need to add safety block override and add a small head. There we go. And then let's just kind of build out a structure. I'm thinking we can get away with, yeah, no, really? It's not going to let me put it right there. I was hoping I could get it as close as possible. So it's going to have to go out one more. Oh, and it's not going to let me put a button there, is it? darn it. Let's see. And I'm just getting positioning right now. I'll make it look nicer in a moment. Oh, that works though. That actually kind of sits right there. Can I walk underneath that? Because if I can walk underneath that, I can. Which means I can put the buttons like that. There we go. So that's 3 different destinations if I want. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's make that look a little nicer. Oh, we've got ourselves an unknown signal. That's looking good. We'll work on that in a minute. So let's do this thing. So if I hit that button, and then I come over here and I hit this, and say, is this one set for... No, yeah, there we go. Unknown signal. Teleport. Put on helmet before I suffocate in space. Okay. There it is. Click the button. I got a newspaper rifle. Nice. Just enough time. Okay, that does feel just a tad cheaty, but I'm okay with it. I'm fine with that. Oh, that's fun actually. I like this look. I gotta say, that's nice. And then I'll just make sure that each one of these buttons is actually named. Actually, is there a way to get into the control panel for those buttons? There isn't, is there? You know what? Let's put a control panel on this grid so that we actually can control, like make sure the names are right and all that kind of thing. There we go. So now I can actually see because it's that color. So we've got button panels 4, 5, and 6. We're going to rename these to button panel. Let's do 1L, 1C, and 1R. And did I really just get another unknown signal? Nice. It's only like a moment before. Okay. And unknown signal 67, teleport. Oh. Okay. No! That didn't give me enough time. Where's the button? Oh, so close. Okay, so I think if I do that again, I might have enough time this time. Ah, the GPS is still on way up here. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. No! I think I need more time. Oh, there's a button. I didn't find anything. Okay. So we need a little bit more time. So I'm going to bump that up to 60 seconds. Hopefully that should be enough. And now, let's go ahead and set up these buttons. Which one is this one? 2. It shouldn't be 2. It should be 1. This should be 2. And that's 3. And that's recall. Okay. So this is 1. And we want the first one to be profile 0. And see, this is why I wanted a control panel, because I want that to say Cobalt Club. So 1L, setup actions, good. That is correct. So now we can rename this one. And this should say Cobalt Club. Yay, okay. So now I can just hop in here, turn around, hit that button, and it'll take me straight over to the Cobalt Club. And there we go. And then if I want to go back, and there we go. By the way, if you haven't noticed, sometimes the teleportation is a little bit shorter, and that's just in the video. I cut out some of the transportation animation stuff because it's boring to sit there. It's boring for me. I don't want to make you have to wait for it too. So if you notice that they have varying lengths, it's just because I'm cutting out part of it. If I talk during part of it, then I leave that in. If I don't, I cut it out. So that's all. So I'm going to basically expand upon this concept that I've got right here, but I'm not going to really do anything new and impressive. So as I come up with new locations, I'll set them up, but you don't have to watch me do every single one of those. I think about you guys. I know you guys get bored easy. I get bored easy. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe you guys don't get bored as easy as I do. I always cut my videos as if I'm the one watching them. Because you guys don't want to see every time I come in here and empty out my inventory and let Tim fix it and then get everything back. And like, I do this a lot. You guys don't want to see it. Maybe you do. I'm sure some of you do. Most of you don't. And you probably don't miss it if I take it out. So, all right. I keep coming over here and looking at this and thinking, whoa, we're running low on gold and platinum and silicon. And in reality, we are not running low on any of those. It's just that we have so much other stuff. Tim thinks that in comparison, we're running low on those. But 6,000 gold and 3,000 platinum, yeah, we can do a lot with that. Now, the next thing I want to work on is some sort of deconstruction system for these unknown signals. Now, you might be wondering, wait a minute, if you can teleport out there and then teleport back, why waste your time on this? You've got so much stuff. You don't need to grind these down to get the parts or anything like that. And honestly, you're right. But it's really fun to make stuff like that. And, you know, it's all about coming up with creative new ideas. And so that's what I'm doing. Probably the easiest solution would be to just slap a deconstruct beacon on something like this. I mean, Igor will take it apart. I could just do this. Boop. And then slap this guy anywhere he'll fit. Which is no. Oh, wait. There you go. And if I'm not mistaken, we don't even need to weld that up. Igor will see it even without it being all completed, and he'll just start taking it apart. There you go. But that's kind of boring. So, instead of doing that, what we're actually going to do is build ourselves a grinding pod of some sort. Thinking one thing I want to do is build it out of heavy armor, because whatever I do, things are going to get knocked around in there, and I want them to be able to take some of the brunt of that kind of thing. So we're going to just kind of put some heavy armor blocks around. I think I'll actually even line the bottom of this with heavy blocks. And then we're going to build a structure to kind of house the whole system. And I'm thinking I would really like to have doors that close on it. So we'll fly up. Where'd the thing go? Oh, there it is. We'll fly up and we'll kind of just set it into place. You know what? Did I put a repair beacon on that? I sure did. Silly me. Oh, also, I forgot. There is actually this nanite area beacon. This thing is really interesting. We played with it a little bit in the Cosmically Epic stream right at the end, and it didn't work great for our needs, and so we ended up kind of not doing it. By the way, that's the area. If anything is in that area right now, it would get reconstructed even if it didn't have a beacon. Or repaired, I should say. See this allow repair thing? So I kind of want to do depth, width, and height to be much smaller. Yeah, even smaller than that. Another unknown signal, huh? Okay, we'll use this guy to get that one. Perfect. Where is it? 4 kilometers. Of course it is. So I think somebody was saying I'd have a better shot at it if I come in a little more gently. I don't think that's true. So instead, come in and... Oh, come on. I'm just making it go faster and faster away from me. Let's turn off dampeners. I think that might help. So if I can match speed... There we go. Dampeners are a good thing. Now, where's my base? All right, now we have 2 of these guys to deconstruct. Okay, let's actually... I'm going to fiddle with this. Here we go. This is just a big empty cube out here. So if I set that up to be deconstruct, allow deconstruct, and then I just go bump this thing over there. When it flies through that area, it should start getting deconstructed. And we'll see. It's moving very slowly. I don't want it moving quickly or else it won't spend very much time in the area. And obviously, when we actually have the final version of this, if I decide to use this, it wouldn't... I wouldn't rely on bumping it into some cube in space. I would have like a room or something. All right, Igor. You gonna do anything with this? No? Let's use this one instead. Just gonna set it in there, unlock, and back out. Hopefully, it'll actually start deconstructing. I think the trick is to actually hit it harder. I'm going to try that next time, too. All right, button, button, button. Who's got the button? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, back to trying to get this thing deconstructed. Also, I just edited up the first part of this video, and we are way over time. So let's get this thing figured out and do the rest later. I have a feeling that this deconstruct area is bugged or not yet completely implemented or something. And I'm not using the latest version of the Nanite Control Factory, so why am I not stopping? because I'm out of hydrogen. That's not a good thing. I need to go get some ice really fast. Ice. Ice oxygen generator. Ooh. And I'm in gravity, so let's get out of gravity. Oh, that's great. No, we used all the ice it had almost instantaneously. Because I'm using, there we go, 10K. Now where is it? It's out of range. Mental note, keep an eye on your hydrogen supplies. Oh well. No big loss, we can make another one. And we've got some work to do on this deconstructor thing going on here. So if I just place an armor block inside this area, I was hoping that Igor would actually, like, deconstruct it. But I'm thinking I'm either not doing something right, or I don't know. Maybe one of you guys have played with this and can tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. It's gone. Okay. Hang on. Okay, so it constructed this one, it deconstructed the other one. It should be able to deconstruct this guy, but it might just take a little longer than I originally thought. Let's see if we can bump that in there and have it stay. Also, I'm noticing it's now not deconstructing this. So what, it deconstructs one thing and then stops? You know what? I want a vanilla solution. And we're going to work on it next time. What do you say we work on that next episode? And if you liked this episode, make sure to let me know. You can let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, hitting the subscribe button, by leaving a comment and just telling me that. You can always drop by the Discord server and go into the video feedback channel and tell me there. There's lots of different ways you can tell me that you enjoyed this and you want to keep watching and you want me to keep making these. I think we had some fun playing around with teleporter technologies and all kinds of different things. I think next episode we'll work on that grinder system and we'll make it completely vanilla. I like doing some stuff vanilla when I can. And then we'll come back over to the Cobalt Club and see what we can do there too. All right. But for this episode, we are all done. As a matter of fact, we're a little bit over time. So I'll just have to see you next time on Epic Tech.